Hey friends, so today we're going to be making a coffee cake or a crumble cake. It has a beautiful flaky crust on the top and a very moist yellow cake on the bottom. So let's get right into it. All right, friends, let's start off with the topping, which is the crumble. Here I have 1 cup of light brown sugar. This is all I had. You can also use dark brown sugar, but make sure it is packed because the quantity is going to be different if it's not packed. To that, I'm going to be adding some all-purpose flour. This is 1.25 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to be adding some cinnamon. I use about 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon. You could use more or less depending on your preference. And I'm also going to be using 1 stick of unsalted butter. You guys know by now I use Kerrygold, and you want your butter to be really cold, ice cold. And as you see me doing, you want to cube them. This will help you to form the crumb without overworking or getting the butter too warm. Okay, the goal is to make this crumb as quickly as possible and refrigerate it again. This is the result. This is what you're going to use. Now I ended up using 1 stick and 2 tablespoons. So I use extra 2 tablespoons of butter. All the ingredients will be listed in the description box below. This is exactly what you want. You want when you squeeze it in your hands, it should form a lump. Okay, now you want to put this in the fridge. The longer it stays in the fridge, the better results you're gonna get. And we're gonna move on to make our cake. You guys know I am using my Duncan Hines yellow cake mix. We're not following the instructions on the back of the box. I'm using 4 eggs instead of the 3 that's listed on the box. Okay, so 4 eggs, and these eggs are at room temperature. I'm just using my whisk to break it up, and then we would go on to the milk. The recipe asks for water, but we are not using water. In here I have a mixture of 1 cup of whole milk and 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. Okay, all the ingredients again will be below. And here I also have melted 1 stick of unsalted Kerrygold butter. You can see the yellowy goodness. I also added a splash of vanilla extract. These are our wet ingredients. You could go ahead and mix that. Now, if you do not have the heavy whipping cream, just go ahead and add 1¼ cups of your whole milk. We're going to put that on the side and go on with our dry ingredients. I'm using the box cake mix and also a 3.4 ounce pack of the instant vanilla pudding mix. You know how my recipes go. That's my regular schmegular, and I am sifting this because y'all, these are getting so lumpy. It's annoying, but it's nothing that a good sieve or strainer cannot fix. So I'll run my cake mix through it. I also added my jello mix, my instant pudding. Please make sure it's instant pudding. I get a lot of comments about, can I use the other type? No, it has to be instant or you're not going to get the results that we all are getting. So now I'm using my hand mixer to mix this. You can also use your whisk or even a wooden spatula to mix this in. I am not beating it too fast. I'm just beating it on medium speed just to get everything incorporated. Your batter will be nice and thick, especially if you did use the heavy whipping cream, but that's nice and fine. That's exactly what you want. Now our batter is well mixed. It is looking nice and good. I gave it a quick stir, and by the way, my oven is already preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'm gonna get my pan ready. This is a 9 by 13 pan, and I'm going to just use my baker's joy to grease it so the cake doesn't stick. Now, if this is going to make your cake thinner, if you want your cake to be thicker, please use a deeper pan. Okay, this is what I had, so this is what I'm using. Now to the prepared pan, you want to add about half of the batter, okay, or even less, a little less than half of the batter. Okay, that's what we're doing right here because we're going to try to layer it. I know it's going to be thin, but we're still going to try to layer it, and it will turn out perfect, as you guys saw already. So yeah, I just try to level it on the bottom of the pan as much as I can. I hit it and struggle with it a little bit just to get it to be a little more evenly distributed. And now what you want to do is add about 1/3 of the crumble mix that we made. The rest is going to go on the top. So just add a little on here and save the rest for our topping. An important tip for this crumble is to refrigerate it for as long as you can. The colder this gets, the crunchier it's gonna get. I use the same tips and tricks for all of my pies. I use it for my empanadas that I made, my homemade empanadas. I have a recipe. The colder the butter, the colder the butter, the flakier and crunchier your crust is going to be. So as you guys can see, I poured the rest of the batter and I'm just using the back of my spoon to smooth it all out before I put it in the oven. I also hit it a little bit just to make sure that it is evenly distributed. And then you go ahead with your nice and cold crumble, the rest of it. It should cover the top. And let me tell you, you guys, this right here smells so good. I know it's not cooked. It got raw flour. It got, do not eat it. But yeah, we're nice and ready to go into the oven at 350 degrees. And I set my timer for 35 minutes, but make sure you use a toothpick at the end and insert it. Make sure that it's cooked before you take it out. So yeah, and it's done. My cake is nice and done. And look at the beautiful crust. I cannot get over this beautiful brown crust. Y'all, the top is nice and crunchy. That is what you want. When you hit it with a spoon, you want to hear click, click, click. Yes, that's how you know you did a good job, girl. Anyway, you want to let this sit. You want to let this sit and cool down all the way to room temperature. You want to let it cool down because we're going to put a little glaze. Now, you can stop right here. You do not need a glaze. Actually, you really do not. I actually prefer the cake as is without the sugar glaze. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to add a little bit of it. Now, all I have here is some powdered sugar and some milk. And mine was a little runny. Make yours really, really thick. Just add a little bit of milk gradually. Once it's thick enough, just stop. And you could just drizzle that a little bit over the cake and let it harden before you cut it. Now, I didn't have time for all of that. So I'm going to cut it right away and let you guys see what we're working with. And can you see? Can you see? Let me tell you, the cake was so moist. It was really, really moist. It was delicious. The flavors, everything we used was so good. The butter just elevated everything in the cake. Yo, let me tell you, do not use water in your box cakes. Just substitute that with milk or anything else and you would love it. The crumb was so absolutely perfect. Really good sweetness. Like I said, the glaze is totally optional. You could enjoy the cake as is with the crumble and enjoy it with a nice cup of coffee or tea. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.